guys, so that's it. That is the Harley Benton versus the Fender. This is made in Mexico. This is made in, I'm not sure where they're making these now, but you don't want to spend $13.99 for a jazz master like this with a Bigsby on it, and you want to just have kind of that same look, but still a pretty good sound.
Thanks, Rich, man, but I'm going to stop you right now. I'm going to put you on pause because I want to show something else. Okay, let's minimize Rich. Click on this. That brings up this. Fishman triple play software. Okay. Maybe you never heard of that, maybe you have. What that allows me to do is to connect up with this device here, which is the Fishman triple play. And that is a pickup right beside the Seymour Duncan. It is a Fishman triple play pickup, which goes to that. And then it transmits a signal to this, which is the receiver for the triple play, to send it into my computer to connect up with this software, which will allow me to do many things, including play synthesized sounds on my guitar. I can play piano and any instrument you can think of. And here we have the controller. Okay, got that in focus now. Zoom in, hit focus. But I'm going to turn around from the viewpoint of the guitarist. You've got some choices here. You can have it on just guitar. You can have a mix of synth and guitar, and then you can have just synth. Okay, and this is what I think is a very nice guitar that I paid. I think at the time when I bought it, I think it was under $100 before shipping. Made in China. China. There it is. See if I get that to focus. Kind of hard to see. Anyway, believe me, it says made in China right there. They're not advertising too hard, are they? And that's SX guitar. They're made in China. They're quite inexpensive, but very well built. Very nice wood. Very solidly put together. Good detail. I ended up upgrading the Ridge pickup to Seymour Duncan. Classic Static. I think that's the one I got. But just because someone else I know of was using one of those and I liked the sound of it, so I thought I would try it out. And so it's not as loud as the stock pickups, which was a little surprising. So you can see I've got it raised up a lot higher to kind of compensate for that. But it is basically a noiseless pickup because it's a stack. That means basically it's kind of like a humbucker. Alright? But it appears to be just a single coil. And it's a pretty clean sounding pickup. Maybe a little cleaner than I like. But I've got plenty of devices now in my life that can add a lot of dirt. It's taking some time to collect this stuff. But I tap on my phone in area and it will autofocus to that area. And you can get pretty darn close making that work. Let's see, how macro can we get here? I'm about 3 inches away, and I think that stops focusing at about 3 inches. I'm backed away, so there's the autofocus, and then there's make the sucker focus. So, just got this stuff out of storage and getting it hooked up. I'm running the sound out of my HP desktop. Got the let's call this a dongle. That's the receiver for the signal from that transmitter. And then you can see there's a lot of some controls here to make things happen on the screen, but sound wise. And then I'm running out of there into this, which is a Roland Street Cube. This has got a couple woofers, and you can see it does have some tweeters too. Alright, and it's pretty complex. Got a lot of inputs and outputs on it, which is very nice, and that's why I'm using it for this right now. And it has a stereo input from the mini plug right here. It has a channel for that. Let me see, get right, and it's, volume control for that. Got all kinds of goodies here, inputs and outputs. It's nice as a clean amp, but you have some settings here for, like, when you plug in a guitar. Number of different, there's a channel basically for acoustic guitar. There's a channel that does, as you can see there, acoustic, clean, crunch, lead, and e-guitar. Okay? Not sure what I mean by that. I really haven't played around with this amp that much after I bought it, because I got another one that kind of blew my mind and spent a lot of time with it. So, what's this say? Oh yeah, you can select input on this particular channel. You've got, you can see it's, you can do stereo or maybe mono, but there's a switch here for selecting between a microphone or an instrument, and it's set on microphone right now. We switch that to instrument. Okay. Let's see if we've got a cord around here that I could plug in. I think I may have to unhook another guitar. Yep. This is another SX guitar here where it had got in a wreck and it broke off the tone knob, and I've put another tone knob in there, or another pot, but it didn't match up with the tone knob. So I just kind of I disconnected it, and so I basically just have a volume on it. But I picked this up. It was called a B stock because it has a little chip in the paint on the body, which you don't see at the moment, but it's down here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There. So it's a little road worn, and it got another chip since I got it. But Yeah. But I really love, this has a great neck on it and everything, and it's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's very pretty. Not even sure what you call this kind of, back up a little bit. There, maybe you can see that a little better. It's got some grain things going on that are very interesting looking. Kind of dreamy. And it's just got the stock pickups right now, which sound pretty darn Telecaster-like. Especially like the bridge pickup. I have no desire to replace that. And this is a tuner. I was wondering where it was at. Okay, I had a little hidden. Okay, but this guitar's been in storage longer, and they're both SX. I recommend, if you're looking at XX, you go to rondomusic.com, and I recommend the ones that say VTG Series SX Custom Handmade. I guess a few things might be handmade, like putting the screws in or something, but I think most everything's done by CNC machines. They're computerized stuff. That does a good job. And so a few of the guitars have not had great tuners, and some of them have very good. Like this guitar, it was called B-stock. That means there was a little bit of a problem with it in the paint chip, so they sell it for less. And you can look on their website for stuff like that. Otherwise, totally functional, nothing wrong with it. And I've found that this guitar is basically a grade above most of the models, and I don't really even see this advertised much. So somebody bought it, I guess, and sent it back because maybe it got shipped in shipping or whatever. But you notice it has binding on the neck. Most of them do not. Like this Strat style doesn't. Most of the guitars they sell don't come with the binding. This one does, and it's got this very pretty wood on the fingerboard, which is some type of maple. And the woods are Canadian maple neck, and I don't remember exactly if this is alder or what this particular body is made out of, but it's good wood. And it's a semi-hollow body, so you can get it actually to sound a lot like a 335 when you put it in that position, which really amazed me for a Telecaster. I didn't know you could get stuff like that with a Tele. So I like it. I like it a lot. SX. There I am. Woohoo. So, back to this other stuff. I'm going to stop here for a moment and then we'll reconnect later. Hook up